It's no surprise that the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass is highly anticipated by people all around the world. With only one character and four still remaining, there is a lot of possibility for a lot of different characters to get into Super Smash Bros. And today, I'm Adam, and I'm going to be telling you my top 5 characters I would want to see in Super Smash Bros. At number 5, or technically 6, is a Fortnite character. Now, I put a picture of a default, but honestly, it could be tons of different skins. So, this was just the most basic idea I could come up with. The reason I say it's the 5th, or kind of 6th, is because the person who I would really want at 5th was deconfirmed by an assist trophy, but I'm still gonna talk about them. Anyway, a Fortnite character is probably, it has a chance, but I think most of the people would just want it for the memes and stuff, which, I'll be honest, it's partially me. But I also think it could be an interesting moveset. Like Snake. It would be similar to Snake, who's a really unique character. Master Chief could also do the same thing, who he might be more likely, but I don't know. Yeah, I would like to see the Fortnite default. He has some different possibilities with all guns and stuff for a moveset, so he could be unique. For stage, I think he could either have like an iconic location, like I guess now it would be Neo Tilted Towers since Season 9 just dropped not that long ago. But I think the best thing would be a moving stage that would move around the map to different locations. I think that would look the best, and there could be some cool things done with that. Like supply drops could give you items, or Storm. Actually, the Storm could be associated into it somehow. That would be also a neat feature. But yeah, that is my number 6 spot. And for music, Fortnite isn't really. There's not much music. There's emotes, so I guess it would just be like remixes of emotes and stuff, so that would be okay, but not the best. Anyway, that's my number 6 spot. At my number 5 spot, I would have Skull Kid from The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So, this is already an assist trophy, which probably means he's deconfirmed, as well as a Mii Fighter costume. So, he's not in the best spot and has like a 0% chance of getting in, I would say. But nonetheless, I still want him. Ever since the game came out, I always thought he deserved to be in Smash Bros. And no offense to Smash Bros. Ultimate, but their Zelda characters are a little eh. They're not on the good side. We have 3 Links who are not very different. Zelda, who is good, and Ganondorf, who's kind of broken, but still good, and he's back to his Ocarina of Time, so that's good. But still, I think we could use someone other than the good guy, the bad guy, and Zelda. So I would like Skull Kid. For stage, he could have Clocktown, I guess. But there's a lot of other places that could be, but I think Clocktown would be the most obvious for Majora's Mask. So yeah, that would be my number 5 spot, but it's not gonna happen, so yeah, that's unfortunate. At my number 4 spot, I'm going to have Monk Maz Koshia, the final boss from the DLC Pack 2 of Breath of the Wild. So I would also say that the monk has really no chance because it's not the best well known. But if you have played this, then you know that a moveset could be really interesting for this character. The boss battle is easily the best one in Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild's bosses were kind of a little disappointing. I beat Calamity Ganon like 10 times now. So I really would like someone from Breath of the Wild other than just Link it having his Breath of the Wild armor. So, yeah, I think this would be a cool pick, but not the most likely. For stage, we could have like either the floating platform that you have the fight on, or the fifth Divine Beast, which I think would be the best choice, but doesn't really make sense, and I'll tell you why later. Or I think maybe the best could be the platform where you get the Master Cycle Zero. It could be interesting, and it's more aesthetically pleasing than just the platform, so I think it would be better, but not a lot of stage potential if the fifth Divine Beast doesn't go in. But I'll talk about that later in the video. Anyway, yeah, that would be my number 4 spot. At my number 3 spot, I'm going to have Minecraft Steve. So by now, it's pretty obvious we're probably going to get a Microsoft rep. And there's a lot of talk over who it could be. In my opinion, I would say the top 2 contenders are Minecraft Steve and Banjo and Kazooie. Me, not actually having ever played a Banjo and Kazooie game, wouldn't really like Banjo, but I could see the potential and I see why people want him. But I also think someone like Master Chief would be better. But overall, I think Minecraft Steve could be the best person to choose. With a diversity of a game like Minecraft, there's a giant potential for his moveset. He could be so unique. I know a lot of people are saying he would be kind of like Link, but that's probably just because they saw that one video it was like a fake reveal trailer for Steve that made them think that, which yes, they might be similar, but not not clones at all. Anyway, I think for a stage there could also be tons of potential. There could be just like a basic biome, like jungle, desert, I don't know, savanna, or just a grassland, maybe some mountains. It could also be a moving stage similar to Fortnite's. But I think the Nether would also be a cool option and could like have stage hazards. Actually, all stages could have stage hazards with different mobs and stuff. After thinking about the Nether, I did think about the end, but I think it'd be kind of boring, except for the potential for a stage hazard with the Ender Dragon, which would be cool. And a village would also be a good. I guess it would be an okay choice. It could have potential. You could like move throughout the village, and villagers could like kind of be in the background and stuff. So it could be cool. But I think overall the Nether would be my top choice for a stage. But there still is a lot of potential. Anyway, yeah, it's number 3. At number 2, we are going to have any champion from Breath of the Wild. So, I really like the champions from Breath of the Wild. I think they were probably one of the strongest characters, and Breath of the Wild didn't have a lot of strong characters, so that's saying something. And I really didn't know who to choose. If we went Daruk, I think he would be similar to Ganondorf, kind of like big, and he could kind of just be another sword character who I don't really want. But I think he also has some more potential. I think it'd be like a cross between Donkey Kong and Ganondorf. Both characters who I enjoy playing and think are really fun, so I wouldn't mind that. And if we went with Mipha, I would say no, cause we never really see her fight. She doesn't seem like the person to fight. I wouldn't have the motivation, so I don't really think she would be there. Revali would probably be the best choice. He could have a lot of special attacks with like bows, so we could have more than just a neutral bee with bows, like a bunch of other people. So that could be interesting. And with Urbosa, we do see her fight the most, and she would be probably the one who would want to fight the most. But she may also be a similar, just basic sword character. Any of them would work. I don't know which one they would go with. I would probably go with Daruk or Revali, but that's just my opinion. For stage, I think it's obvious we could have the Divine Beasts, whichever one relates to the character that they choose. So that would be neat. That's also why I said the fifth Divine Beast for Monk Maz Khashia would probably not work as well, because these Divine Beasts would already be better. But yeah, that would work too, I guess. And they could have lots of potential with Divine Beast stages for lots of moving things and stage hazards, but even like things that aren't stage hazards but still add to the stage. I think they could have a lot of potential with that. So, yep, that would be my number 2. Now, moving on to my number 1. At my number 1 would be a Undertale character. So, this is gonna seem anticlimactic, but there's so much potential for an Undertale character in Smash Ultimate that I'm making an entire separate video all about Undertale potential and who I think from Undertale would be the best choice to make it into Smash Bros. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. This is going to seem anticlimactic. I'm sorry, but that video will be out soon. So thank you for watching this video. Leave your opinions on who you want in Smash in the comments, and subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys later. Adam out.